أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب زدني علما رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي.
Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to the new Surah Yasin lesson. How are you doing, my smart learners? I hope you are doing great. We have already done 31 ayats of Surah Yasin, and today we will start from ayah number 32.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وإن كل لما جميع لدينا محضرون.
Wa in, and surely, kullun, all, lamma, then, jami'un, together, ladaina, before us, muhzarun, will be brought. The whole ayah number 32 is like that. All of them shall one day be gathered before us. It means that there are no doubts and second thoughts in the fact that all of us will be gathered before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Either we have sinned or done good deeds, we all will be gathered and held accountable before Allah. Ayat number 33 is
وآية لهم الأرض الميتة أحييناها وأخرجنا منها حبا فمنه يأكلون.
وآية and a sign for them لهم الأرض is the earth الميتة which was dead أحييناها and we gave it life وأخرجنا منها and from therein we produce حبا the grain فمنه from which يأكلون they all eat. So in this ayah Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us that all the time we should look around and look for signs. So one of the signs that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala want us to ponder on is that the earth which was just like dead, like if you look at the earth, it's all brown and you cannot see anything growing out of it because it's out of his mercy. When there is a seed in the earth and there is water or rain on it, all of a sudden different color, and there is a plant and seedling comes out of it, and out of that a little sapling, and then a tree comes out of it, and then you can see lots of different colors of fruits which are of different taste, different colors, different textures. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala want us to look at the sign and ponder that how come the earth was dead and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala out of that black and white water he made such a huge variety of fruits and foods for us. So why is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is trying to tell us that? So he's telling us that he made these fruits for us, this food for us, so that we ponder that how come if we were dead or we will die, that will be the end of it. No, once we die, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is again going to make us come alive, and then we'll be questioned about it. And then in ayah number 34, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says,
وجعلنا فيها جنات من نخيل وأعناب وفجرنا فيها من العيون.
وجعلنا and we produced فيها therein جنات different orchids من نخيل date palms
وأعناب
and the vines وفجرنا and we cause to gush forth فيها from it من العيون different springs. So and we produce therein orchids with date palms and vines, and we cause the springs to gush forth therein. So in this ayah Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us that all the gardens that you see, all the date trees you see, all the grapes and the vines you see, where do they come from? All the springs that you see, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one who has made all these from us. And where did they come from? فَجَّرْنَا فِيهَا مِنَ الْعُيُونِ, they all came from the water. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if you look at the water cycle, that's a very important cycle. Inshallah, you're going to be learning about it. So, because of this all water, we have life on earth. If there's no water, there's going to be no vegetation, there's going to be no fruits, no food for the cattle, for the animals, for the human beings, and we all will die. So, we all need this water. So, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, out of His all signs, is trying to tell us that ponder on this sign too, that I made gardens for you, and I gave you springs, and I gave you date palms, and I gave you these all fruits, so that we eat it and we think about it, that I did not make them, Allah made them for me. Allah made them for me. So what shall I do? I should do shukr for Him. Okay. So in the next ayah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, ayah number 35.
ليأكلوا من ثمره وما عملته أيديهم أفلا يشكرون
ليأكلوا, so that they may eat. من ثمره, out of these fruits. وما عملته, and their hands, أيديهم, did not make them. أفلا يشكرون, will they not then give thanks? So in this ayah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is trying to tell us that all these signs that I gave to you, you sit down and you think about it, that the earth was dead, and how come the out of this brown black earth the fruits came out, and I'm eating these fruits, and the water I'm drinking, where did all this come from, who made this, why was it made? So we should sit down and think about this thing. Why do we do that? So that we thank Allah. We thank Allah that Allah, you made these for us only. So we should be eat these things, and we should be identifying our creator, and we should be doing good things. That why did Allah make us? We should know about this thing, that Allah did not make us just to live on this earth, eat and drink and die. No, Allah made me so that I recognize Him, I I do what He want me to do, I do shukr, and that's very important. After that we eat these things, we should do shukr. That's the thing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants from us, shukr. And I would you remember, after eating the food we do the dua.
الحمد لله الذي أطعمنا وسقانا وجعلنا من المسلمين سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته